Murphy, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. It's a great day. It's a great day to be alive. And Braco, what's up, man?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
Just living the dream. Just living my life, enjoying everything.
You love to see it, man. I'm just excited to go beyond legend.
Yeah, we're going beyond. We're going beyond, above and beyond. Obviously, the first thing we should start off with is obviously the One Piece fan letter. Both of us have seen it. That's a good way to break the ice. Yeah, either one of you guys want to start. I'll share my thoughts last. So what did you guys think of the episode?
I thought it was fantastic, man. I think it amplified how I feel about One Piece. It definitely makes Kobe's decision in Marineford. It hits a little bit differently now because it's like, this is what he was really fighting for. These are the people that he saw that were dying. And like One Piece, it advertises and, the main characters, the big wigs, those are the people that we see. But when they give us this perspective from like the little guy, like the oar's leg falling on somebody, it's just like, you don't think about that, right? When Doflamingo's cutting off somebody's leg, you're like, okay, like it's landing on somebody else, bro. And there's people trapped, people dying. We talk about Whitebeard and like Whitebeard using all his different attacks. Imagine how many people actually died. And it showed like your blood, like a lot of blood. It was like, yo, this is crazy. So fan letter, I was so moved, and I legit would like a fan letter from different perspectives for like every arc. That would be insane.
Yeah, I agree.
Episode for every arc.
That would be crazy. Like even at Impel Down, like some maybe perspective from like people that were impacted by the prisoners that got away, right?
Yeah.
Something like that would be crazy. I mean, Sabaody, the initial one. I just think just how they captured it was. I didn't know I needed it until I saw it, but this was...
Yeah, I love that. I love that idea of doing one from the outside for every single arc. I really, really loved our unnamed protagonist in fan letter. I loved how she was trying to personify Nami and getting to go around the town and see, we see the newspaper. We got to see them in manga form and how people were, creating their own fan canon and having their own power scaling in a bar and even seeing our characters interact with them without the side characters understanding that you're meeting a straw hat. It felt like I'm one of the fans, like they're picking up the manga and reading Frankie and closing it, or cheering on Brooke, and they have their little plushies, and I'm like, that's me. I'm in the crowd too. I'm one of them.
Yeah, I think it made me feel like this is how I would be if I was in the One Piece world as a fan.
Yep.
Like, and imagine talking about Zoro, and Zoro's like right behind you, and you don't even know about it, So it's just like, man, that's fantastic.
Sanji's like, what about me? Gas me a little bit.
The Sanji slander.
Yeah, that was crazy.
In my video, because I didn't edit my video for it, and like the editor decided to cut out the Sanji slander, and like a bunch of comments like, no, where's the Sanji slander? Why I'm like,
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. But like, why are you guys focusing on Sanji like that? Like, what's up with that? But we know how it is with Sanji. He's gonna get slandered regardless.
What's funny, when that moment came up, the first thing I thought of was like, oh, this brag was Discord. I was like, that's your Discord right there. I yelled at it in my reaction. I said, oh, yes, because you understand, it's like, they said, what about Blackleg? And that silence when they hit and they talk about swordsman, and they started laughing. I said, oh, that's the BDA Discord. That's exactly what they do in his Discord. I'm telling Murphy, I don't know if you've ever been, don't go in there. Don't go to his Discord. It's a lawless country. It is Meteor City.
There are safe channels to traverse.
That's not a good way to defend yourself.
Bro.
There's safe channels to traverse, but just you can't go everywhere, okay?
Don't go into VC.
No.
Just don't go into VC. That's Meteor City right there. That is a lawless country. That is it. It's the Great Terminal. Yeah, just passionate.
They're just passionate. That's what
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. They said Brago's VC is worse than Wano. That's crazy. All right. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The apologist, what do you have to say?
I mean, listen, I liked it because Zoro got his, so Sanji had to get his. And I think that's just fair. I found it funny. I just found it really funny because Sanji set himself up. They talk about swordsmen. Why you insert yourself in the conversation? So like, no, don't insert yourself or you're going to get cooked. That's just the law. That's the law of agenda. That's how it works. So like, I think for me, I reiterate everything that you guys said. I think my favorite part was the moment with the Marine and his brother. I think the realism, he said, I don't like my brother. I don't like my brother. And as siblings, you live with these people your whole life, so you just get used to them. So sometimes you can forget to appreciate that they're your brother. And I think at that moment when his brother was calling in his name and he's trying to run away, and then you realize his brother said run run away, he's thinking about the safety of his brother, and he said, no, that's my brother. I can't do that. I can't do that. And he turned around
I don't like
and just
my brother, but I love my brother.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's what that
I feel
moment
like we have
was.
siblings, you know? So it's just like, there's some siblings that I don't like them sometimes. It can be annoying, the things about them I don't like, but I love them. I don't want them to die, you know? So that was cool, especially with like Luffy being the one, Luffy and Ace's relationship kind of impacting him. I thought that hit home for sure, because that's one of the reasons why I like Ace so much, because I'm a big brother. So it's just, you know, what Ace is willing to do. It's just like kind of combining that, using Ace and Luffy and having that as the motivation, bro. Like, I was like,
So good.
Yeah, they were both willing to die for the other. The one saying run and then the one running back to the other. It was really cool to see him kind of get a flash of Luffy and be like, all right, I want my life to mean something like his does.
and hearing Luffy scream too,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
That was heavy. That was heavy.
It was great.
I think the scaling, I think one of the things I told myself is I don't think I can ever call these guys fodder ever again. Like, that's what shook me, is like calling them fodder is so disrespectful now after seeing what it's like to see like Kuma's pacifista laser beams flying everywhere, and we look at that like, oh, it's just Mickey Mouse laser beams, that's not gonna do nothing. These guys are literally in danger from minute 1 to the end. Like, their life is in danger, bro. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the perspective, bro.
I've been talking to people about this all the time when it's like comes, because you know when Yonko and the Admiral, it gets toxic, right?
Right.
Admiral's the same standard they hold Yonko. I'm just like, they can't operate that way, because somebody was getting hurt from Kizaru just traveling, right? Just traveling. And then when Kizaru pulls up to Sabaody the first time on the cannon and he shoots and he destroys a mangrove, they're like, yo, you can't do that. And then it was like, oh, bring in Silver Israeli. And it's like, it's not that simple. It's like, you got to understand, like, there's so many people here. Like, the admirals can't just go crazy without worrying about the people. So it's just like, this is giving a perspective as to why the Marines, like, forget the admirals, the Marines have to kind of operate differently. Where yes, the pirates, they got a leg up because they don't care, right? They can just go crazy, and the collateral, the Marines have to worry about it. So I hope like that gives people more perspective on like how the world works, just because this is it. This is the Marines. This is how they have to operate.
Sometimes they just have to fanboy over Chopper for a few minutes and they can't really get their job done.
I mean,
Because
I
they're too busy.
know why you're doing that. I know what she's doing. Don't let her do this. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, and you're not gonna get away with it. Because I know how this. Yeah, listen. I know how this chat works. And she's just look. JD advertised. We've already started. So like, I'm gonna address this now for all of you guys that are saying I look like the benevolent king. He was real cold, but I ain't no Chopper stan, and the way he was gushing over Chopper, it made me sick. I just couldn't take it.
And yet, you specifically directed your artist, hey, make me look like him.
I didn't say to do that. I definitely didn't say to do that. That's not true.
Which is crazy.
You're like, you know I'm a hidden Chopper fan. You know that I have my little plushies in the closet.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, Jay, it's time to come out. Let us know.
Nah.
You see the theory about it though, about
the
Chopper? They're saying that he's the reason why Chopper's bounty is so low, because he downplays him as a pet, specifically that.
He's trying to protect him.
He's the one that's doing it. Nah, surely not, dog.
He's the one that's doing it.
Surely not, dog. Oh my God, nah.
It was great though to see the soldiers or the Marines fanboying over him outside the office, and then he's fanboying over Chopper, and it's like everybody just has somebody that they're like, oh, admiring.
I mean, and it's real though. Like, these people are like, they're superstars, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they're superstars. Like, I think the one that like was crazy was when they went and Rayleigh was just standing there, and it's like, okay, Mayo Rayleigh's right there. I'm gonna just go around. You know?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
slide
over here, cause like,
which is like, I get it, man. That's Rayleigh, right? I get it, bro.
Yeah.
Did everyone have a fan? No. So Robin, Usopp are the only people that didn't really have fans, from what I've seen.
Usopp, because I didn't get it at first, and somebody was like, well, because when Usopp was talking, I was like, yo, that's Usopp, but he was still Sogeking at the time for the bounty, so it's like he didn't recognize him.
That's true. He wasn't God Usopp
For
yet.
Sanji.
Okay.
Sanji still had like the cartoon,
yeah,
so they didn't recognize him
and they didn't mention Sanji. You're right. They did not mention Sanji either. They mentioned Frankie. They did mention Frankie, so Frankie was definitely
Frankie. Yeah, we talk about
someone was looking at
the picture
newspaper. Yeah, so they had Frankie there.
Well, that girl who was in charge of the shop, she was all about Frankie, wasn't she? It was Brooke. Yeah. You're right.
But there was like the Frankie section in the magazine though, where it's like they got that picture. They got that.
Which even Robin dissed. Even Robin, like when that girl closed it, she's like, "Who cares?" And Robin's like,
"Who cares?"
And
yeah, like, oh my God, unreal. What's crazy is it made me. It's like we get so caught up in the power scaling debates that we forget that all of these guys are freaks of nature. Like in Marineford, the way Crocodile put up the Mihawk, a lot of people like, there's no way Crocodile's fighting Mihawk. But when you saw that, you're looking at like, oh, these are two heavy hitters clashing. Like it's about to be,
between the two of them, just trying to get out of the way.
You're just like, hold on, you got to stay away from those two. Like it's a different ball game.
You really don't think about just how, like you said, freaks of nature these people are, considering just like, bro, you have Crocodile and Mihawk, and you have these two heavyweights about to clash, and you can't do anything about it.
Nothing.
You literally can't do anything about it, bro. Like
he should have been broadcast in the background, doing some nonsense.
I wouldn't mind some Buggy love.
I was kind of happy with it, for real. Like, this just goes to show. It's like, yo,
keep him out of there.
That. He's just not like that. That's all it meant. You know who they showed? They showed Vista. They had no reason to show Vista. They had no reason.
Well, Mihawk was getting gas, so like.
Oh, you gotta understand though. They had no reason to show Vista, but they put him in there for a reason, because he's like that. And that's why people thought I was joking when I said, you sleep on Vista, bro. It's the only one Mihawk said, you know what? We can run it another time. We thought it was a gimmick. It's not. He's just like that.
Where is he?
He out here. He roaming. Where's Mihawk? He roaming. Vista roaming around, bro. He looking for a strong swordsman to fight. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in Wano.
Oh, still? Now?
Yeah, Vista probably pulled up the Wano.
Oh, after Kaido left, he pulled up?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he pulled up. Yeah, I'd be surprised. That's my 10
I don't hate Vista. Like, Vista's cool, but it's just like, where are you, bro? You got to show yourself at this point.
He's coming back to the story, bro.
I don't know.
Be the last chapter, and Jay's gonna.
I'm like, what does Oda do with him? Like, if you're not gonna have Vista show up in Wano with everything against Kaido, what do you do with Vista? Like, at this point, I don't know.
He's still relevant, bro. I'm telling you. Yo, what if Vista's the one to save bro? What if he's the one?
Save Weevil from from
the
Greenbull?
Marines. Yeah, from Greenbull, bro. What? I don't understand.
You gotta understand. Hawkeye was like, I don't know. Mihawk was like, I'm not so sure about this.
That's what I'm saying.
Greenbull probably took one look at him and was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's Flower Sword. It's flower. I don't want that Rose Rondo. I don't want it.
I think that says more about Mihawk for him to listen, man. I try not to use that in Marineford as much when we talk about this stuff, because it's like it doesn't make sense considering who Mihawk is. But that says more about Mihawk than Vista. But the Rose Rondo, Mihawk did seem like it was to give him some trouble. So it
caught him some guard. The Rose Rondo different, dog. That's all I'm saying. And he said that was his first flower that bloomed, which means he's got other blooms. So my thing is like, you give him 2 years, he probably got like 6-7 blooms. Do you know what I'm saying?
If this Vista like gas is crazy right now. This is crazy right now. Wait, Jay, do you like Mihawk? I don't remember.
Not because he has
I don't. Mihawk, I just think he's a fraud. That's it. I just don't think.
Okay, so you don't like Mihawk. Got it.
Think about it though. But think about it. Murphy, back me up, right? So think about it. What swordsman has he actually fought outside of a pre-Arlong Park Zoro? Which one?
I mean,
Mista? This is not my fight.
Yeah, but I'm saying back me up. Yeah, other than Vista, he ain't beat him.
He got the title though.
The title for what? Bobbin the Fixer. He had a title, but what did Bobbin fix? What did Bobbin fix?
Bobbin?
Yeah, did he fix anything?
Yeah, he went and got the food for Big Mom from that island, right? He did that. Remember we saw him?
Yeah, but that's not fixing. That's not fixing. That's just retrieving. It's not bobbing the retriever.
He fixed the meal, bro. Like he had to go get the ingredients.
It was Streusen that fixed the meal.
Nah, bro. Bobbin was helping out, bro. You're not going to slander Bobbin.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just saying he
I
ain't
don't know if
fixed
Murphy
nothing.
know about this, but I'm low-key a Bobbin stan, and I feel like he was done dirty in Whole Cake Island. Considering that Bobbin was the only one that Gotti, Capone, and who was the other one? Vito? They all went to hunt down Bobbin, and they took him out. He was the only one in Whole Cake Island. He was a problem, and he doesn't get enough credit. Shout out to Bobbin. Rest in peace.
He was a problem. Murphy, do you remember
Bobbin?
I don't remember Bobbin. You don't remember Bobbin?
Y'all are just saying stuff at this point. You're making stuff up.
Bobbin, Bobbin is one of the only people to die in Whole Cake Island, bro.
Murphy, look up Bob. So, bro, you
I
don't
know
know
it's
this.
not pounding.
Murphy has one of the worst memories in the community I've ever seen. Like, it's actually crazy. For someone that reviews One Piece
She don't
week to
remember
week,
Bobbin?
she didn't even remember Aokiji's name when we were talking about it. We got a short about it, too.
Iceman?
Yeah, Iceman.
That's Bobbin.
This is your man. This is what you're taking up for.
Hey, he was cold. Don't mind how he look. He look a little funny. He look a little crazy, but that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. It's all good. That's just a bad picture. He look better than that in person.
It's a bad picture. He look better
him.
in person. Yeah, you just gotta meet him. He's a good dude. But I think, how did you like the ending? I wanted her to meet Nami, but at the same time, I just knew it wasn't gonna happen.
She can't.
I agree. She can't.
Yeah, she can't. It's one. she meets her and the Marines see her meet her, it's like it might mean more problems for her. Might be
Yeah.
viewed as an accomplice, you know, things like that. That's why how it ended was perfect. Where like she like technically I didn't do anything wrong. I just got my letter back and ripped my letter up.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
but
clean.
also it's kind of she kind of remains, and I think it adds more to us because we're kind of like her where we see
Yes.
them and we're just so close, but we never really meet them necessarily, and we just remain super fans, you know. But we understand
Exactly.
the impact that they have on our lives. So it's just I absolutely love the ending, even though I agree with y'all. I really wanted her to meet them or meet Nami, you know what I'm saying? Because we know how Nami feels about kids, you know, and little girls. And so it's just like, man, you would love Nami would love you. But, you know, she already knows all that. She sees from afar. So I did
Yeah, but it's
I
like-
did love the ending.
It's like never meeting your hero, you know, like who actually meets their hero? And then,
It's
but
true.
if you don't, then there's still just that kind of idealized version in your mind, and it never actually touches ground. And you and I are never going to meet them, and we are inserts into this.
Yeah.
So I agree. She couldn't have met her.
That's a good point. I
That's
guess
so
I never
good.
thought about that.
That was an amazing shot too at the end where like the Straw Hats just flying through the air and Nami, she's celebrating and Luffy's there. And
Yeah,
it's like,
just so happy.
and so that vision in her mind, she's never going to forget that.
Yeah.
Like ever. That's always
It
going to
is-
be how she views Nami.
It's just so cool to see the Straw Hats from someone else's perspective and see them like it's like you're looking at them like they're celebrities, like you mentioned, Brago. It's like
They're
these guys are
superheroes.
they're literally superheroes. So it's like I'm seeing Zoro. I'm like, oh my god, it's Zoro. He's there, and I'm just like, wait, I've been watching One Piece for 20 years.
That's
you know
what
I
I'm
mean? Oh my
saying.
god, it's Zoro. Like, what's
It
wrong
got
with
me
me?
so
Why am I
hyped when
crashing
I
out?
was like, yo, that's Zoro.
Yeah,
We were part of the town. We were fangirling, fanboying along with everybody else.
I saw it, bro. Like I was seeing Crocodile, but I'm like, yo, look at my man Croc moving. Hold on, it's Croc, yo.
That's why I needed to see
Perspective,
Buggy.
Yeah, perspective.
I mean, I would like for them to
I
show
mean,
Cat Curry.
Buggy cool.
Or Dofi. Some more Dofi.
Dofi
that'd
would have
been
been
good.
good. We saw
Dofi would be
Moria.
crazy.
No,
But-
we saw Dofi and Moria, didn't we?
Did we see Dofi?
I feel like we saw a little bit of Dofi, but I know we saw a lot of Moria, but I swore we saw
I
Dofi.
feel like we saw a glance, but remember, like, we saw the leg, right? So maybe even showing Dofi cutting the leg. But I think
Yeah, that
what
would've been killer.
in this fan letter, seeing Doflamingo or the perspective of somebody seeing Doflamingo is going to feel completely different.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
he's a menace, you know, so it's just not going to be as pleasant as seeing like a Usopp or Nami. So
But we
I would
saw
like
Crocodile,
to see that. Ooh, Crocodile.
like charging at
Yeah.
Mihawk.
Yeah, that
And we were
was
in
crazy.
between them as
In
they're
between
charging
it.
each other.
and then
It's
they
not like
made
we-
him like look so much larger than everybody
It was
else.
so
Yes.
crazy.
He's gigantic. I was like, bro.
Having those two come at each other from that perspective was so much more fear-inducing than watching it from the perspective that we saw originally.
You know what I think it is? I think in this fan letter, we were comparing Mihawk and Crocodile to the regular citizens, as opposed to like when we normally watch Marineford, we're kind of comparing everybody to like Whitebeard and like
Yes.
those, like that monster. So like it felt completely different. Like, yo, these
That's
guys,
such a
you
good
guys
point.
have no chance against like
Any
these
of them.
monsters.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
it's funny how it shifts the scale.
It did. Like, I'm not too mad at people saying like I should probably leave. This
Yeah.
isn't my
Yes. So
Yeah.
the question I wanted to ask is, how do you guys feel about Akainu now after seeing the perspective of the Marines, of the smaller soldier Marines? He's kind of scummy. He's kind of scummy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of scummy.
Was he not before this?
He was, but it makes it worse. I feel like this whole episode
hates
makes
Ace
him
confirmed.
worse.
That's a tough question.
How can you follow
Oh.
somebody like that?
I would say I feel worse about what Akainu did because it was just like these people are terrified. And to be honest, these people were not going to influence the outcome of the war. Like all these all these different regular Marines that's running around,
He said
they
the-
were
he said
not
the
going to
F word.
influence.
He still called
He
him
said
fodder.
the F word. He said the
He's
F with the
still like,
hard
"They're still
ER. He said it. Oh my
He
god.
was like, he literally just
He
said,
said
they're
this-
still fodder.
Fodder. It's like, oh, disgust.
Hey, I brought it back. I brought it back.
Hey, yo,
FLM.
FLM in the
You
chat,
did
yo.
know.
Fodder lives matter, yo.
But hey,
Please.
wait. I don't want to call them fodder, but let's be for real.
But you did.
That's what they are. All right? That's what
oh
they
my
are.
God, yo,
That's what
Brago's
they
a
are.
bigot. Yeah, bigot DH. We got it, bro.
Listen, my heart, I feel for them. I feel for them. But it's kind of like
But they're fodder.
they fodder. Listen, okay. I'll say I feel like with Akainu what he did, killing the two fodder that were trying to run away.
He's still
bro, I'm conflicted. I'm gonna say that I'm conflicted. I'm at least conflicted now.
Hold up. He's like, asked how you feel about Akainu now, and you're like, well, the fodder.
It's like, yeah, this is the thing.
You could have just said I felt bad for them.
Yeah.
Because, okay. Yes, Akainu, what he was doing on its surface, very scummy. But let's go beyond, right? Let's go beyond the legend real quick.
There's no way he did that, yo. I'm tired. Let's go beyond.
If they leave, if you're running away from this, if you leave, now you about to be wanted, right? Because you're deserting the battlefield, right? And Akainu, what he was doing them a favor. He's like, okay, at this point, if you want to leave the battlefield, you're gonna be a criminal regardless. At least get some insurance money for your family. And so it was just like, it is what it is. You died on the battlefield, and so he was doing them a favor. Now it's still scummy, but you got to see the bright side. At least see the silver lining. Am I right? Y'all agree with me?
You work in PR. That was crazy, dude.
You see the vision though, right?
You just painted a picture of him looking out on this battlefield and saying, I will be merciful on these men down here that are gonna die regardless. I'll get them their insurance.
I'm saying, like, this is best case scenario for you. Like, I don't think I could do it.
You sound like a villain. You sound like a villain. You're like, this is the best case scenario. I'm killing you as a favor. I'm giving you a gift right now.
Oh my God, bro.
I mean, sometimes it just is what it is, right, chat?
Oh my God. Yo, there's actual tears in my eyes.
I'm just documenting what happened, bro. I'm not saying I agree with it or disagree with it.
Sure you're not. Sure you're not. I'm sitting on the fence. I'm just saying he did nothing wrong. I'm sitting on the fence, though.
Yeah.
Oh
listen,
my God, bro.
It's tough. It's just a tough situation.
It's a tough situation.
It's a tough one.
It's
But I
real
feel-
tough. That's it.
There.
I feel for them. I feel for them. I do.
Oh my God, yo.
sure.
That
I
is
feel
Like,
for
I
the
guarantee
father.
right now, though, their families are better off. Better off.
Did they get a pension? Did they have
Of
life
course,
insurance?
yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
They died in action. KIA.
So you've seen it. Sorry. So you've seen the laws.
They got killed in action.
With all the heavenly tribute, you really think they got enough money to be paying for the families?
Maybe not enough.
Maybe
right?
not
Maybe
enough.
not enough.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But they at least got compensated, and their family didn't get disgraced. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure the families feel that way. That's a really good
Oh
point.
my God, brother.